Hi everyone, Stick here from Maplewood Studio, and today I'm at Andertons Music Store in Guildford checking out some bits and pieces. And one of the questions I get asked lots on YouTube is about recording. What should I buy? I'm new to this, I want to get started, I've got a PC, I've got a Mac, blah blah blah. So I get asked loads of questions about audio interfaces, microphones, headphones, all that kind of stuff. And when I was having a nose through the Andertons website the other day, I spotted this little bundle, which I'll do some close-ups and sweep over and stuff in a minute for you. Anyway, this basically has everything you need to record at home to a good level for £200. So it's very, very affordable. In the box we've got a microphone, a large diaphragm condenser with a cardioid pattern. We've got the audio interface, 2-in, 2-out audio interface, USB, both Mac and PC. And we've also got a great pair of headphones. So in here, you've got everything you want to start getting your song ideas down, and you know, at home and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, if you're looking to record drums, bands, so on, you're going to need a larger audio interface, more ins, all that kind of stuff. But if you're like a bedroom musician, a singer-songwriter at home, or if you're part of a band, you just want to get your ideas down to a good level, and also if you want to record your band rehearsals, if you're smart and you try various mic placements, which I've done before at home in my little studio, you can get some really good recordings with just one microphone in a room. It's all about the way the room, the size of the room, how the room sounds, and where you place the mic, and making sure the band has a good audio level balance in the room, but you can do it. So let's check out what we got in the box. Okay, so first up we have Cubase 6 LE on disc, which is your digital audio workstation or your DAW. It's the software you need to install in your Mac or your PC to record onto. That's where all your multiple tracks, you do your editing, levels, mixing, so on and so forth, you use all your plugins. That's where that all goes. We've also got some various other bits of software bundled with this, I do believe. We've got some the Scarlett plugin series, Bass Station, and a Loop Masters pack, which I will annotate and put some information up on the screen as the video goes along. But this is software. So the heart and soul of the unit is the audio interface. I won't bother unwrapping all this, but I will do some close-ups as you can see, and I'll do some pictures from the web. It's a really smart little unit. It will run on USB power, so you can run this just with your Mac or your laptop out on the field or in a rehearsal studio, whatever. 2-in. Again, I'll do this on the close-ups. 2 microphone inputs, stroke instrument inputs, so you can plug 2 mics into this. Obviously, it only comes with the one, but if you can buy another one, use 2 microphones. You can plug your guitar straight into this, your bass, your keyboard, stereo keyboard in, you know, 2 of those. So everything you need to really get going at home. Plenty of gain on the mic preamps, and again, reading up, these are very cool quality, nice and quiet mic pre's. A lot of the really cheap and nasty audio interfaces, once you start turning a microphone preamp past probably 2 o'clock, it starts to introduce, or you can hear a lot of hiss noise as you drive the preamp harder. These are really nice quality mic pre's. Your headphone out, headphone volume, and your monitor out, your monitor volume. So like I said, we've got 2 outs on the back, left and right. You hook those up to a pair of speakers in your room, and you've got your headphones on the front. Cool little interface, nice and compact, really well built. It's going to stand, you know, being thrown about, chucked in your backpack and taken to rehearsals and stuff. So nice bit of kit. Comes with your leads, a 3-meter mic lead to get you going. Mic leads, again, something you really should spend a little bit of money on. Don't get the super cheap and cheerful ones. All that tends to happen is the cable cracks up inside, and the actual connections will crack and break, and before you know it, you'll have crackly recording. So worth buying good quality mic leads. I will say no more. I make my own. It's worth learning how to do yourself. And your USB cable to get you going. The little microphone, let's have a look at this. This is a large diaphragm condenser microphone. So it's not super fragile, but you want to treat it with a little bit of care. So you've got a big capsule inside, which picks up all your sound pressure, and it's set to a cardioid pattern. So it will really just focus on the sound directly in front of it. Great little microphone. This is going to be able to record acoustic guitar, singing, all that kind of stuff nicely. Obviously, you've only got one in the kit, so if you are a singer-songwriter, you might want to check out and get another one of these, or a different type of microphone for your voice, and use this on your guitar, or vice versa and stuff. Failing that, have it set further back from yourself so you're getting a good balance of everything. So again, recording, you can have the best tools in the world, but trial and error, learning how to use what you got will give you much more results better results than going out spending thousands of pounds without having a clue what you're doing. So this is going to get you going. Learn how to use this really well, then you'll benefit from upgrading stuff later on. But a great little microphone. Comes with the little bracket, so it goes on any mic stand. It's not particularly heavy, so you should get away with using any reasonable mic stand. Some microphones, they get heavier and heavier, and you end up needing really tough, rugged mic stands, because otherwise they just droop. And the last bit in the kit is a pair of headphones, which again, great quality, gonna get you going. All of this stuff, it's not super high end, but it's good enough to get you going. So what I would suggest when you start recording and start mixing is you want to listen to what you're working on various feedback devices. So your iPod headphones, these headphones, a pair of speakers that are hooked up to your audio interface. Typically you have 2 pairs of speakers, but obviously you want to make use of what you've got. So I would suggest instead of spending loads of money on a really top-end pair of speakers, get yourself a good pair of speakers, KRKs or something like that, that are going to give you nice, good results. But then when you finish doing your mix, stick it on a CD, go to your mate's hi-fi or your mate's car, listen to your recording in the car, listen to it in the kitchen on the disc spinner in the kitchen, you know, bounce down an MP3 version, listen to it on your iPod, so on. Just check out your mixes on as many different platforms as possible to get an idea of how it sounds on different things. How one thing sounds good on a pair of headphones, it might sound terrible on a car hi-fi or on a pair of earbuds from your iPod and stuff. So all these tools, they're going to be, you know, it's all in here to get you going, but don't take this as your gospel reference. All recording is about trial and error, and it's that balance of finding where something sounds good on one thing, sounds good on the other, and so on. So, you know, stick with it, trial and error, get recording. Going back to the audio interface, it records at 96K, 24-bit, so above CD quality. For those who don't know, CD quality is 44.1. So you're, you know, twice the level of CD quality, and that is basically the amount of samples you can record at once. A word of warning though, the higher the sample rate you record at, the more demand you'll be putting on your PC, Mac, and your hard drives as it's trying to write more data. So if you think CD file or CD at 44.1, if you're recording at 88, that's twice the amount of data you're trying to store, you're recording. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, go on Wikipedia, look at sample rates, and it will give you a basic understanding of how they work. It's basically taking more information per second. So yeah, a little word of warning there. Also, I would stress, if you're doing any recording, always record your audio to an external hard drive. So get a little USB drive, chuck it into your laptop or your Mac or PC, whatever, and set your project to save to that disk. Or so your machine is doing the number crunching for the actual recording, but it's storing the data on an external disk. So you're not straining the disk in your actual machine too much. It's not trying to do everything at once. So spread the load for the machine or for the hard drive over 2 hard drives. But yeah, great little bundle, everything that you need to get going. Unfortunately, I can't take one of these home and put it through its paces and do a video in that way for you, but this is a great little kit. Yeah, and it's going to give you the opportunity for singer-songwriters, bedroom musicians to start getting your ideas down, and it's affordable enough that you're not going to be intimidated about wasting loads of money without knowing what you're doing, which I think is very important, because you don't want to feel like you have to go out and spend thousands of pounds when you don't know what you're doing. This is a great way, a great introduction to recording. The software it comes with, everything is there that you need, and basically get on YouTube, and if you're not sure what you're doing, and look at how to use it all. And like I say, learn to master something like this, and then when you do, if you've got the bug for it and you do start upgrading and getting more expensive microphones and this and that, more plugins, then you will really start to understand and hear the differences. So there you go, that is the Scarlett Studio kit. Great bundle from Andertons here, and I highly recommend it. So hopefully that answers some of your questions when I get asked, what should I buy? So that's all for now. Stick out. Laters. Bye.